Well, the federal milk marketing order hearing ended yesterday with the American Farm Bureau calling for an emergency decision on the Class 1 mover, which helps determine what farmers get paid for milk. Alan Bjerga with the National Milk Producers Federation joins us now with the latest. Alan, thank you so much for being here. Start a little bit with the background on the Class 1 mover and why this is so important, not only to dairy farmers, but consumers.
So the Class 1 mover has been an important part of the federal milk marketing order hearing that's just concluded. And one of the biggest issues with it is simply it's not been good for farmers. There was a change made in the 2018 Farm Bill that essentially changed the formula for, it's part of how Class 1, that's fluid milk, is priced. The way that was changed put a lot of the price risk onto the backs of farmers. And at the time, it seemed innocuous enough. If you took a look at economic projections and the stability of the market, this was something that might have gotten farmers another penny a hundredweight for their milk. Unfortunately, we've seen a lot of volatility in recent years. The COVID pandemic really showed what can happen when prices go out of whack. And we have some persistent misalignment in the prices of different types of dairy products that has basically caused farmers to lose about $1.2 billion since this change went into effect. It's been a big part of the federal milk marketing order hearing. NMPF is pushing to get the previous system, the one that was better for farmers, put back into effect. But the fact of the matter is, any vehicle that can get this changed is something that is worth pursuing. That can be USDA, that can be the Farm Bill and Capitol Hill. This is simply something that needs to be done for the benefit of dairy farmers and, frankly, for fairness in the marketplace.
Alan, are you surprised this has not been addressed or rectified earlier?
I'm not, because honestly, this stuff all comes down to money, right? I mean, farmers may be losing $1.2 billion. There's other people that are getting that $1.2 billion, and they've been pretty hard fighting to keep this system. We have to remember, though, that, the Farm Bill, commodity programs are meant to benefit farmers. The federal milk marketing order system is ultimately voted on by farmers. And so if you're a group that's been profiting from this change for whatever reason, you got to understand U.S. agricultural policy is meant to create a healthy and safe and affordable food supply by helping the producers who actually create that food. The Class 1 mover change clearly has not helped those producers. Those producers have an opportunity to change it. So does USDA, so does Congress, and somebody's got to do something, and the sooner the better.
So what needs to happen at this point? I mean, obviously, people speaking up. It seems like they've been doing that. So what's the next step here?
Well, if you take a look at the federal milk marketing order process, we've now completed the testimony, and that sets a timeline now where there will be analysis sent to USDA about the hearing record. The hearing record is going to run about 12,000 pages from over the past 5 months. USDA takes all that into consideration. They come up with a tentative plan. Again, there is more feedback on that, but eventually a final plan will be presented to dairy producers for a vote. That's probably going to happen about a year from now. A lot of people right now, with this hearing concluded yesterday, are kind of sitting back and saying, wow, that was an arduous process. The fact is, the heavy lift is just about to begin, because now USDA has to analyze everything that's happened. We have to get a proposal. That's got to go out to farm country and see if it is what indeed works out best for dairy producers.
Just the beginning. Alan, as always, what a pleasure. Alan Bjerga with the National Milk Producers Federation. Appreciate him joining us.